Massive news for Leeds United fans. What's up, Whites faithful? Settle in because I've got 3 absolutely explosive pieces of news that are going to shake Elland Road to its very foundations. And trust me, you're not going to believe what's happening behind the scenes at our beloved club right now. Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you involves a goalkeeper crisis that's sending shockwaves through the Welsh camp, a defensive stalwart who's proving he's Premier League ready, and a transfer bombshell that could solve our left-back nightmare once and for all. These 3 stories paint a picture of exactly where we stand as we prepare for our Premier League return. Before we dive into this rollercoaster, smash that like button if you're as passionate about Leeds as I am, and don't forget to subscribe because we're bringing you all the latest news that the mainstream media won't tell you. Hit that notification bell because you do not want to miss what's coming next. The first bombshell involves our backup keeper, who just had an absolute nightmare on the international stage that's got everyone talking. The second will have you punching the air when you hear how our Welsh warrior dominated against world-class opposition. And the third? Well, let's just say Daniel Farke might have found the perfect solution to our defensive headaches. But here's where it gets interesting, Whites fans. These 3 stories are painting a crystal clear picture of our Premier League preparations. And what I'm about to reveal will show you exactly why the summer transfer window is absolutely crucial for our survival. Are you ready to see how our international stars performed and what it means for next season? Because this goalkeeper situation is about to leave you absolutely speechless. Right, Whites faithful, it's time to reveal the first piece of this incredible puzzle, and it's all about Karl Darlow and his absolute disaster-class performance for Wales against Belgium. That's right, our backup keeper has just shown exactly why we need to be absolutely ruthless in the transfer market this summer. Picture this scene, Leeds fans. Wales are facing Belgium in a crucial World Cup qualifier, and who's between the sticks representing our colours? None other than Darlow himself. But what happened next was nothing short of a goalkeeper's worst nightmare that had Welsh media absolutely tearing him apart. By the 27th minute, Belgium had already put 3 past our man, and I'm telling you right now, the Welsh press showed absolutely no mercy. Y Claudio B. Peldrode gave him a brutal 410 rating, claiming he had a tough night and should have done better, especially for Jeremy Doku's 3rd goal. Sports Dunia were even more savage, also giving him 410 and saying he let Doku's shot slip through his fingers too easily. Now listen up, because this is where it gets really interesting for us Leeds fans. Darlow finished last season as our number 1 after pushing Ilan Meslier aside, and many of you were wondering if he could handle the step up to the Premier League. Well, this Wales performance just gave us our answer, and it's not the one we wanted to hear. Romelu Lukaku dispatched a penalty, Youri Tielemans found the net, and then Doku absolutely embarrassed our keeper for the 3rd goal, all in the first half. This was supposed to be Darlow's chance to prove he could handle Premier League quality attackers, and instead, he looked completely out of his depth against world-class opposition. But here's the kicker that's got me absolutely fired up about our transfer plans. This performance has just confirmed what many of us suspected. We need a new number 1 goalkeeper if we're going to survive in the Premier League. The margins are too small, and performances like this will cost us points we simply cannot afford to drop. But hold on, Whites Army, because while one of our players was having a nightmare, another Leeds star was putting on an absolute masterclass that had the Welsh media singing his praises. I'm talking about our rock-solid centre-back Joe Rodon, who showed exactly why he's going to be massive for us in the Premier League. While Darlow was getting slaughtered in the Welsh press, Rodon was being hailed as the best performer on the pitch. Can you believe that? While his teammates were struggling against Belgium's world-class attack, our Welsh warrior was standing tall, showing the kind of leadership and composure that has me absolutely buzzing about our defensive prospects. Get this, Leeds faithful. Rodon completed 93 out of 96 attempted passes, the most out of anyone on the entire pitch. Y Claudio B. Peldrode gave him a 710 rating, the joint highest out of any Wales player, and labelled him the best performing defender for his role in winning crucial duels and making vital clearances against none other than Romelu Lukaku. This is the same Joe Rodon who played 90 minutes in all but one of our 46 championship games last season. Talk about reliability, talk about consistency, talk about a player who Daniel Farke can absolutely count on when the pressure is at its highest. The man is an absolute machine, and seeing him dominate against Belgium's attack has got me more confident than ever about our Premier League defense. Now, Sports Dunia was slightly more critical with a 510 rating, pointing out some sloppy defensive work, But honestly, when you're facing Kevin De Bruyne, Lukaku, and that level of attacking talent, any defender is going to have moments of difficulty. What matters is that Rodon stepped up when it counted and showed he can compete at the highest level. This performance proves that our 27-year-old Welsh international is entering his prime years and ready to be a leader for both club and country. He's got 15 Premier League appearances from his Tottenham days, but now he's returning to the top flight as a mature, experienced defender who knows exactly what it takes to succeed. But wait, because this defensive excellence leads us perfectly into our third and final bombshell that could transform our entire backline strategy. Right then, White's faithful, here's where everything comes together in the most spectacular way possible. While we're celebrating Rodon's brilliance and worrying about our goalkeeper situation, Daniel Farke and the recruitment team have been working overtime to solve another massive piece of the puzzle, and they've just found their answer in Alex Moreno. Aston Villa have just revealed their price tag for the Spanish left-back, and Whites fans, this could be the signing that transforms our entire defensive setup. We're talking about a £5 million deal for a player with vast La Liga and Premier League experience, someone who could walk straight into our starting 11 and make an immediate impact. Here's why this is absolutely crucial for our Premier League survival. Junior Firpo's contract expires at the end of June, and Real Betis are circling like vultures trying to snap him up as a free agent. Sam Byram could also be leaving with his contract situation up in the air. We could be losing 2 left-backs in one window, and that would be an absolute disaster. But Farke isn't panicking, he's being proactive. Moreno spent last season on loan at Nottingham Forest, and while he didn't get the game time he deserved, this 32-year-old brings exactly the kind of Premier League experience we desperately need. The man knows what it takes to compete at this level, and at £5 million, he could be one of the bargains of the summer. Think about it, Leeds Army. We've got Rodon proving he can dominate world-class attackers, we know we need to upgrade in goal, and now we're actively pursuing experienced defenders who can hit the ground running in the Premier League. This is exactly the kind of smart, strategic recruitment that could make the difference between survival and relegation. The pieces are falling into place, but here's what I need from every single one of you Whites faithful. We need to trust the process and back these signings. Parag Maratha and 49ers Enterprises have a massive transfer window ahead of them, and they absolutely cannot afford to leave Farke without the tools he needs to keep us in the Premier League. So here's my question for you, Leeds United fans. After seeing Rodon dominate on the international stage, knowing we need goalkeeping reinforcements, and with Moreno potentially solving our left-back crisis, are you feeling confident about our Premier League preparations? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button if you're excited about these developments, and let's show the world that the Whites are ready for whatever the Premier League throws at us. Marching on together.